Riding the crest of a 3-game winning streak, the Sunrockers Shibuya host the Sun and Neophoenix this Sunday afternoon. Good afternoon and Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us here for the B.LEAGUE action as we have the Sunrockers Shibuya hosting the Sun and Neophoenix at the Aoyama Gakuen Memorial Hall here in Shibuya. This is actually a basketball court inside the Japanese University. And we got a good-sized crowd once again, just like yesterday. If you joined us yesterday, you saw Shibuya come up with a thrilling come-from-behind victory. They were trailing as much as 11 points entering the last 3 minutes of play. But they were able to rally, come up with a last-second shot, and they came away with the victory, improving their record to 18 wins and 8 losses. That's for a solid third spot in the Eastern Conference. Sanen, on the other hand, still in 9th place with a 521 card. There you have it on your screens. Safely in 3rd, but you can see Toyama creeping up behind them. So they need another victory for Shibuya to solidify their position in 3rd place. For Sanen, they badly need a victory to be able to move up in the standings. They're 2 behind Kyoto. Let's see if they can do that today, because the big news is 30 Ravenna will not be playing for Sanen here today. In fact, he's not going to be playing in the All-Star game that was announced already. Unfortunately, 30 Ravenna was diagnosed with a right 4th finger metacarpal oblique fracture. He suffered that in the 3rd quarter in yesterday's encounter. These are some of the highlights. Early on, Sun and Neophoenix blazed the trail. Kawashima there, finishing that layup. They actually built a 13-point advantage early in the game. That was a 22-9. Nishikawa there hitting that 3. But this is what their problems were. They could not get the ball safely to their front court. Once again today, they're going to be missing Tatsuya Suzuki, their starting point guard. And so thrust into position was Terazona Shuto. He did a good job, but he was plagued with foul trouble. And that is when Shibuya made their comeback. Kelly, with that shot, the miss, it falls into the hands of McAdoo, who puts it in. And that proved to be the marginal basket. Here it is once again. McAdoo said he was at the right place at the right time, put it in. And they won by 1 point. Winning that match last night with a score of 81-80. So Shibuya looking for back-to-back victories here against Sanen. Those are the numbers yesterday. Unfortunately for Sanen, they shot so much better from the field, 53% to 47% from two-point country. But in the end, just too many turnovers, 20 turnovers as compared to just 12 for Sunrockers Shibuya. And that is really what did them in. Looking at some more numbers from yesterday, the points off turnovers was massive. Getting 28 points off turnovers was Shibuya, and they took every single advantage of the miscues coming here from Sanen. Will it be a different story here today? We'll find out. There you have the lineup of Shibuya. Well known for their platoon substitutions. There you can see 30 Ravenna. Not suited up here for today's matchup. Still unsure how many weeks he'll be out. It was in that particular sequence when he went to the ground. Here it is once again. And then he took the shot, and you can see missing it totally. He was in obvious pain. Well, I had the chance to chat with him earlier today, and he said he's just staying positive, waiting for the doctor's diagnosis, and looking forward to when he can come back and contribute to his team once again. You can see him there in high spirits. He's a positive young man. And the Filipino fans following Sanen all throughout this conference Looking forward to his return. This is going to be our matchup for this match. You can take a look at James Michael McAdoo, who was part of the two-time world champions Golden State Warriors, up against Kyle Hunt. That was a great matchup that we had yesterday. Look at their head-to-head numbers. 20 points for McAdoo, 17 for Kyle Hunt. Unfortunately for Kyle Hunt, I think he and his team might have been able to come away with a victory if Kyle Hunt just didn't foul out. He fouled out with a little over 3 minutes to play, and that is when Shibuya made their run. There on your screens, the three officials handling this afternoon's match. Once again, good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining us for B-League action here in Shibuya. Anthony Suntay with the call. Glad you're joining us. Here we have the starting lineup for the visiting squad of San and Neophoenix. This is the regular starting five that they have when 30 Ravenna is not in the lineup. So they're starting out once again with Terazona Shuto, Hayato Kawashima. Then they have Takanobu Nishikawa, who is taking the spot of 30 Ravenna, Kyle Hunt, and Stevan Yelovach. And now, we've got the hometown Sunrockers Shibuya.
Sunrockers Shibuya, starting 5. Here we go. Number 1 from Hokkaido, Kohei Sakano. Number 9 from Fukuoka, Captain Leto Venturame. Number 10 from California, CJ Charles Jackson. Number 27 from Chiba, Kosuke Ishii. And number 34 from New York, Ryan Kelly.
The exact starting five for Sunrockers Shibuya. That's actually the starting five they've been using all throughout. Starting out with Kohei Sekino, Leo Vendrame, Charles Jackson, Kosuke Ishii, and Ryan Kelly. They are the starting fives for both these squads. Ryan Kelly, as we mentioned yesterday, was part of the Los Angeles Lakers. So we've got the Sunrockers with two players with NBA experience. In fact, McAdoo, who will be coming off the bench, has 2 championship rings with the Golden State Warriors. So we're going to use all of that experience once again here this afternoon. We'd like to once again welcome you back to the Aoyama Gakuen Memorial Hall here in Shibuya for another encounter in the B-League. This is Sunrockers Shibuya up against San and Neophoenix. The light's starting to get a little bit clearer here. They dimmed the lights because of the introduction, so things will get a little bit clearer in just a bit. The big question here today for San and Neophoenix is who can fill in the shoes of 30 Ravenna. Nishikawa was able to do that for a little bit in some stretches when Ravenna was out with COVID-19. But unfortunately, he was not able to sustain that charge. In fact, when 30 Ravenna came back, his play really dipped. And after averaging close to 10, 11 points, he's been averaging just about 4. Here we go. Quarter number 1 here at Shibuya. Back-to-back between these two match between these two teams, and Kyle Hunt with a slam to start things off. Kyle Hunt, I think, wants to be able to make some sort of a statement, because I honestly feel if he was in the game, they would have come away with the victory. But they took advantage of his loss, fouling out. (2-0). Early lead here for Sanen. Sekino on the outside against Nishikawa. Tries to get that layup. The ball will stay on this end of the floor, but they say it's a shot clock violation. Let's double check if that shot from Sekino actually hit the rim. They say it didn't, but then the officials say there is 1 second remaining on that shot clock. It's got to be something going to the basket. They throw it into Kelly. That was poor defense. And now the fans can sit down. A lot of times you see that, not just in the stands, but obviously on the bench. Teammates don't sit down until their team is able to hit a basket. There's a three. That's a good sign for Nishikawa and the rest of the Neophoenix. They need him to wax hot early. 5-2 is our early tally. Shibuya, always very patient. Jumper from the wing, rattles in. First 2 points for Leo Vendrame, member of the Japan national squad, leading his team by example. That's a poor pass. That was just giving it to your opponent, really. Kelly to the wings. Sekino's going to bring it out. Finds Kelly. Kelly can hit that shot. Puts up that three. A little bit off to the left. Vendrame trying to get the offensive rebound. Doesn't get it, but it's going to be another possession for the boys in yellow. Last touch there on Kyle Hunt. Just too many multiple possessions. Kelly, when he gets that close to the basket, almost impossible to stop. 6-5, first taste of the lead for Shibuya. Shuto needs to be able to be on the floor for Sanen as long as he possibly can. He was also plagued by foul trouble yesterday. Kyle Hunt on the outside. They swing it inside. Crazy looking shot there, but it works for Stevan Jelovac. Lead is back to Sanen. Seesaw battle early on. Kelly trying to make that move. That's going to be the first personal there on Jelovac. You can see they got entangled. That's another good matchup to look at. Jelovac against Kelly. Jelovac also has to be able to check his fouls. He and Kyle Hunt are more important to Sanen than the imports here for Shibuya. Again, another turnover. Quick turnovers. Kelly taking it all the way in. Doesn't drop, but once again, another offensive rebound. This time, Jackson puts it through with a slam. 1 point lead enjoyed by Shibuya. If Sanen cannot take care of the basketball, they're going to be in for a long night. A 3-second violation will be called on Jelovac. Well, seems like he was building a house in there already. That's a good call. 3 minutes gone here in the first. Important for Sanen really to just stay in step as long as they possibly can. Another offensive rebound. That's going to be a foul on Hunt. That's going to be his first. Jackson with another offensive rebound and looking to complete a 3-point play here. If the imports of Sanen get into early foul trouble, this could be a blowout. You might be seeing the early entry here of Atsuya Ota, their 6'5" center. He's a veteran and he can guard some of the imports. 4-point lead now enjoyed by Shibuya. Quick ball movement. Can they get the ball inside? Kawashima. Waiting for a pick. Gets it. Kawashima will be fouled as he went for that basket. Big question is, was he going for the basket or was he going for a pass? Let's see what the referees deem. Because he was going up. He could have actually made a case that he was going up for the shot, but they said just a baseline inbound. Nishikawa. Nishikawa free. He's gonna have to take this one. Does! Just short. Jackson with the rebound. Pushes it out to Kelly. Sekino for three. No. That's what Bielebach has got to do. Control the defensive boards. Nice seal early. Nothing Vendrame could do. But to foul Kyle Hunt. Almost 4 minutes gone. Well, Vendrame will be replaced. Coming in is Watanabe. One of the few times we see just one substitution. That's going to be stepping on the sideline again. Doesn't seem like Sanen can handle the pressure being put together here by the boys in yellow. It showed yesterday. Already 3 turnovers for Sanen. And we're still early in this encounter. Step back jumper is gonna drop. Sekino there with a shot, and the lead is up to 6. It's the biggest lead of the ball game here for either squad. Biggest lead of Sanen was at 5-2, 3 points. They finally get it down. But can they orchestrate their offense? That has been a big problem for them here today. Nice bounce pass. Nishikawa, no. Nishikawa's got to get hot. He's 1 out of 3 now from 3-point distance. Kawashima. With another steal, he leads his team in steals. That's not a good sign. Perazono had to brace his fall. Watch it here. That's a heads-up play. Shuto going up for that shot. Gets hammered. He comes down really hard on that wrist of his. Sanen cannot afford another injury. We talked about 30 Ravenna and his loss here. But they are missing Hideaki Kitahara out with an ACL injury, for he's done for the season. Nenad Miljanovic is also not playing because of a right thigh contusion. He will be out for 2 weeks. Shingo Kane is also out with a fractured joint left little finger. And Tatsuya Suzuki is out indefinitely as well because of a left eye injury he sustained 3 weeks ago. So this is one decimated lineup. They're going to work on Shuto on the bench as Yamamoto checks in. Yamamoto, their third string point guard. And he will come in and take the shots. Yamamoto, a very good free throw shooter. Well, luckily for Shuto, that's not his shooting hand. He's complaining about his left wrist. Let's see if he's able to come back in the ball game. But they are playing really short-handed. 13-8 are tally. Nice block there from Kyle Hunt. That's one of his specialties. They look inside. And a foul is going to be called. It's a foul on Kelly. You just love it when the big man runs the floor for your squad, especially after coming out from a good defensive play. Nishikawa rewarding Hunt with that pass. 2 free throws coming up now for Kyle Hunt. Kyle Hunt with averages of 30 minutes, 17 points, and 10 rebounds. He also has 1 assist and 1 steal per ball game. Not to mention, he's averaging close to 2 blocks an encounter. Hunt makes both free throws. Leads down to 3. A lot of new players once again here for Shibuya. Platoon substitution always being employed, almost always rather, being employed by Coach Tsutsumo Isa. Here's Yamamoto trying to get his team within 1 or tie things up with a 3-pointer here. Nishikawa. There's that double. Nishikawa. Cross-court pass, that's dangerous. Yelovach using the glass, a little bit too strong and a little bit too high. Kelly thought about it, gives it up. Open 3-pointer, splash! Nice shot there from Hirose. Lead is back up to 6 at 16-10. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first. Yamamoto hounded once again. Almost a 5-second violation. And he issues an errant pass. Hirose was under the basket, free. Tip in there for McAdoo not working. Foul would be called on Watanabe. He just wanted to make sure that he stopped that fast break. McAdoo very disappointed there about that putback. I'm sure he still remembers his winning basket last night. Got our first time out of the contest. 3:23 remaining here in the first. It's a 6-point lead enjoyed by Shibuya. Looks like Shuto is okay. Well, we'll see if he will be reinserted in the match a little bit later on. As we like to welcome everybody back to the Aoyama Gakuen Memorial Hall here in Shibuya. As Yelovach makes both free throws, cutting that lead back down to 4. Yelovach will take his first rest. Let's see just how Sanmen can stay in this ball game with just one import. A lot of times they've got Ravenna there to help out, but Ravenna is not playing here today. McAdoo there with a big slam through traffic. You gotta like that. Watch this, a real statement up against two centers. Ota and Kyle Hunt. The big question is, who was that foul on? That's the second foul on Kyle Hunt. He's going to be in trouble. McAdoo, short. They're going to get another offensive rebound though. McAdoo inside. He'll bring it out. Interesting sidelight. Yesterday, I actually saw McAdoo shooting some free throws right after the match last night, because he did miss a lot of free throws, and so he went right back to that free throw line with the trainer and was working on his shooting. Kyle Hunt gets that to go. Kyle Hunt now with 6 points in the contest. Nice to see players really working on their game constantly, even if he is a two-time world champion with the Warriors. 2:27 remaining. Foul is going to be called on Yamamoto. Checking the stats, Kyle Hunt has picked up his second personal, so that play a few minutes ago was given to Kyle Hunt. He's got to be really careful. We're only in the first quarter. One of the few times we've seen a poor pass from the inbound coming from Shibuya. That might be a charge. Dipping his shoulder there was Nishikawa. Easy call for the referee. So it's one thing to have turnovers, but it's another thing to be able to take advantage and score some points off turnovers. And Sanen there in that instance was not able to capitalize. The youngster in. We have Kazuma Tsuya, who is the special designated player for Sanen. Special player is allowed for these collegiate stars, helping them transition to the league. McAdoo, a little bit too strong, gets that rebound back and puts it through. No! How did he miss it from that close? Ota, Yamamoto gets it inside. Ota can hit that jumper. A little bit too strong that time. Lead is still at 6. Easy shot there. That's money. How do you leave Yamamuchi that free? Teresa Yamauchi is one of the deadly three-point shooters in the league. Nishikawa, nothing there, but Ota with the putback. That's what he can do. Get you extra possessions. The 36-year-old showing us he's still got some athletic legs. Foul will be called. Number 24, Kenta Hirose. A minute 17 remaining here. And it's a 7-point lead enjoyed by Shibuya. They've got that lead. Number 6. Nice look inside, another slam there by Jackson. Nobody can stay in step with Jackson and McAdoo inside, especially with Kyle Hunt on the bench. Relevach got to be wary about picking up another foul. And there, once again, hounding Sanen. They're inbound. And in fact, it's an inbound from a made basket. That continues to battle. Nice rebound there from Relevach. Lead is back up to 8. Biggest lead of the ball game so far here has been 9 for Shibuya. That was 23-14. Both teams in the penalty, so in the final 35 seconds, we're going to be seeing free throws for every foul committed. These are free throws that Yelovach and Saner got to take advantage of. They don't dare, but once again, Ota with another offensive rebound. Yamamoto finds Ota. They kick it out. Tsuya can hit that shot. Just short. Asking for movement. Jackson on the outside. Watch him slip through to the middle in just a bit. That's his comfort zone right there. Trying to power his way inside. Up against a phalanx of defenders. With active hands, he's asking for a foul. 1.4 seconds remain. Still enough time for a catch and shoot. This is a good substitution. Kelly can actually hit that outside shot and get a shot off. Much better than Charles Jackson can. They set a pick. Why not go to Kelly? Well defended though. The defense was waiting for that ball to get to Kelly. Even before he got that pass, there were 2 defenders. After the first 10 minutes of action, we find Shibuya. The hosts, they're up 25-18. Welcome to the second quarter here at the Aoyama Gakuen Memorial Hall in Shibuya. Shibuya looking good here. And another turnover off that offensive foul. Boy, that offensive foul on Yelovach is going to be telling. That's going to be his second personal. So Kyle Hunt and Stevan Yelovach both nursing 2 personal fouls. And the second quarter has just begun. For Shibuya to go inside once again. That is where they have the advantage. And it works there for Jackson using glass. And the lead is back up to 9. At 27-18. Ishikawa just can't get free. There's a quick double on the outside. Good swarming defense being employed here by Shibuya. And it's creating havoc for the offense of Sanen. But with the platoon substitutions being done by Coach Isa, he's got a lot of fresh legs on the floor at all times. Force shot, not gonna work. Good defense put up there by Tsuya. Morizane took his time there. Thought he was all by himself. Excellent lead pass. But the ball will stay on this end. How long can they keep Kyle Hunt on the bench? Yes, he does have 2 personal fouls, so does Yelovach. But this game could get away from him soon. Ryan Kelly started to heat up, and the lead has now just ballooned. 30-18 is our tally. Palming the basketball is going to be the call. The game plan obviously is with no Shuto, no Yamamoto, a lot of ball pressure. And that came with a lot of turnovers yesterday. And another turnover there from Kawashima. Kelly. Pass. That was red by Ota. Safely get it in bounds. So they be very patient. Morizane. Was that a pass? It looked like it. Got it to Jackson. And Jackson with another point. (32-18) is our tally. Jumper finally works. Kawashima, a badly needed basket here. Lead is back down to 12. Jump from the wing is not going to work. Nice rebound there from Ota. Trying to run. It's Tsuya. He's got those young legs. Ota with a handoff? No. He keeps it himself. But he's no threat from the outside. Nishikawa is. Almost another steal here once again from Shibuya. They're just sending the double from just about anywhere on the floor. You just love players hitting the deck there, showing you just how much they want that ball. Just shows you just how much they're committed to coming out with a victory. McAdoo checks in. Officials just trying to check on something here.
Shot clock の確認を行います。これよりビデオ判定を行いますので、しばらくお待ちください。
Has to go right back to Yamamoto because he needs.
The referee will adjust the clock. Wait a moment, please.
There we got the announcement that the referees wanted to make sure that they adjust the clock. So we're going to be looking at the clock to be able to see exactly where it should be. It looks like Shuto is okay. We might be seeing him back in the ball game. There has been no word yet from the bench. That's taped up. Well, in the ball game right now is Yamamoto. Problem for Sanen is they have no legitimate ball handler If Shuto or Yamamoto are not on the floor, Kawashima's more of a creator, going to the basket. And no Nenad Miljanovic, as we mentioned. So now out of 4 imports allowed per team, only 2 can play here for Sanen. 30 Ravenna is out. Nenad Miljanovic is out as well. Talk about the walking wounded. And they're going to have another problem getting it in bounds. And another turnover here for Sanen Neophoenix. They now have 10 turnovers. And we're not even 3 minutes through here in the second period. They leave an open 3. That is a recipe for disaster. First 3-point shot there for Ishii. He started his ball game. Now Yelovac having to bring down that ball. Here's Yamamoto. Finds the big man Ota. Ota inside! No! Good challenge there from McAdoo. Kelly now playing point. Pushes it forward. Kelly asks for it. Long 2. Money. This is a badly needed timeout by Sanen Neophoenix. The lead has suddenly ballooned to 37-20. It's a 17-point advantage enjoyed by the hosts. Watch it here once again. Perfect find. Kelly stopping, popping, and hitting. Six minutes, 32 seconds remain here in the first half. And it has been all Shibuya here. Last taste of the lead of Sanen was at 5-2. Shibuya took over, and they're now up by 17. Kawashima can't get that to drop. Another offensive rebound here for Ota. 3 is not there for Yamamoto. He was free, missed everything. Not really known for his shooting. And here comes Shuto. That's good news for Sanen. The only problem is they're right now down by 17. There's a lot of time to play though. Can they chip away at this lead? We'll find out. Let's take a close eye on Shuto to see. Kelly for 3, yes! And it is now a 20-point advantage for Shibuya. And still no Kyle Hunt. I think Coach Branislav has got to get Kyle Hunt in there. If he brings him in a little bit later, the lead could be 30. There's that quick double once again. Forcing Shuto to give it up. Tsuya, that's not gonna drop. Yelovac with the looper, no. They have been really hampered here offensively. Almost halfway gone here. And Sanen has only scored 2 points. That's a nice attack there from Kelly, but it nets him nothing. Foul will be called there on Morizani. Check that, that's Yamauchi. We're gonna have an official timeout as we see Kyle Hunt getting ready to check back in. Let's see if that can change their fortunes for Sanen when we come back. Scoreline is at 40-20. Shibuya doubling up here on San and Neophoenix. Kyle Hunt comes right back in. Let's just see how much of an impact he can be. He's now playing by his lonesome because Yelovach has been rested. One import against two imports. You're going to have to like Shibuya's chances, especially after being spotted 20 points. 4 remaining here in the first half. Let's see if Nishikawa can get uncorked. He has a 3, but now he's 1 for 3 at this point. Kawashima thought about it. Puts up that shot, will miss. Hunt can't get that rebound. Yamauchi will take his time once again, look for the best shot possible. The point guards here of Shibuya have not really had to do too much exploring in the paint. Yamauchi, no. Nice rebound there from Ota. Here comes Shudo, but by his lonesome. Can he try to get that ball over to Kyle Hunt? Ota with the pass. Nice spin. He gets it back though. Hunt with a jumper, no. Kyle Hunt will need to take advantage of every opportunity. Nice swipe there. It's going to be a traveling violation called there on McAdoo. He wanted to complain, then realized his team was up by 20. So he's going to let it go. That's a great pass there from Yamauchi. Jackson will check in. You can see the constant substitution patterns of Coach Isa. That's why they can keep up this relentless pace as far as defensive pressure is concerned. Ota gives it up. Kawashima. Step back jumper. Not gonna work. If the locals can't score, they can't get the ball to Kyle Hunt, they're in trouble. Not to mention that they're in trouble right now, as it is. Still a lot of time on the shot clock. Just have to love the patience. Yamauchi, nice bounce pass. Inside! Nothing Ota could do but tie up Jackson. To trip Jackson in the nose. Ota is a hard-nosed defender. But he's just overmatched here. As you can see him flipping Jackson there with the left arm. Yelovach will now check in. I like that substitution. You need to be able to just go for broke at this stage. When you enter the second half, you could be down by 30 or even more. Just trying to make this respectable. There's going to be another slam. That interior has just been so open for McAdoo and Jackson. Already about 3 slam dunks by those two gentlemen. Totally saying, I want in. Let's see if he gets that opportunity. That's going to be an offensive foul. That was clear. Not sure if we can see that again. But that's a very poor foul for Hunt. He was definitely moving. That's going to be his third foul. Now he's going to hit the bench for good. We might not see him till the latter part of the third quarter. Maybe even the fourth. Again, as I mentioned, by that stage, it could be all over. Three-pointer, not working. They just cannot get Jackson off the boards, and he puts that one back. And he heads to the line for a three-point play opportunity. At this stage, I think Coach Branislav should just be telling his players, when that ball comes off the rim, just tap it out. You cannot allow Jackson or McAdoo to get a hold of it. That close, that deep in the paint. It's now a 25-point advantage here for Shibuya. What can Sanen do? What adjustments can Coach Branislav come up with? Well, he's going to be hard-pressed unless he can suit up 30 Ravenna and Nenad Miljanovic for the next 2 quarters, which you obviously cannot do. Yamauchi picks up that foul. 2 minutes and change remaining here in the first. After the first half, during the break, we're going to look at the numbers and see just who has scored what, who has performed the best, and who needs to be able to come up with a better showing in the second half. Kawashima finally gets one to drop. That is only the 4th point for San En here in the second quarter. Watch it here. Talk about bleeding for points. That's exactly what San En is doing here. We'd like to welcome you all back to the action here at the Aoyama Gakuen Memorial Hall in Shibuya as the Sunrockers Shibuya host the San En Neophoenix this Sunday afternoon. They face each other Saturday, and here is the second of their back-to-back. If you're just joining us, 30 Ravenna not playing today, diagnosed with a right 4th finger metacarpal oblique fracture. At the same time, Nenad Viljanovic, their other import, is in sick bay as well. And that's why they're being pummeled inside. Shibuya taking advantage of their size. Not to mention their constant pressure defensively. And there it is once again. As you can see, just quicker to the ball. Kawatari got to that. That was a story yesterday on how Shibuya was able to overcome that early deficit. With Jackson much quicker to the ball once again. Sanen has just had so much trouble getting that ball inbounds from the half court and especially during a made basket. Those are things Coach Branislav needs to be able to work on if he wants to make his team competitive. Kawashima hit a basket earlier, throws up a prayer, it's not answered. Yelovac kicks it out to Shuto. We're gonna post up Ota. That's not his game, but he will try and he will convert. Six points now in the quarter for Sanen as we enter the final minute of period number 2. Trying to get all the way to the cup. 2 fouls coming here now for Watanabe. Coach Isa has used his full complement of players. And why not? He's got the comfortable advantage and they want to pour on the pressure. Biggest lead was at 25 at 45-20. First free throw works for Watanabe. Watanabe, 26-year-old, good defensive stopper, standing 6'2". But he can definitely hit the open shot as well. He will take a seat. And now here comes Yamauchi. Their veteran point guard, 30 years old. He's been passed to Hound Shuto. Ota on the outside. Kawashima. Shuto. Yelovac for 3. Yelovac being extra demonstrative there to make sure that the referee saw the foul. Coming a little bit too close there was Noguchi. So free throws coming up. Looks like Noguchi got hammered in the face as well. Jackson went over to take a look at him. He looks okay. Badly needed free throws here. We've got a few Sanen fans in the stands. Well, we are in downtown Tokyo. So we have a smattering of claps. Now trying to make noise to bother the shooter. Yelovac says he should have kept quiet. Gets 2 out of 3. About a 5-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock here in the second period. Shibuya definitely try to use up this time. Sanen already in the penalty. It's going to be a kick ball, and that means they're going to turn off the shot clock. So just 11.4 seconds remain here in the first half. Expect Shibuya to use all of it. They got to make their move now. They're going to lose it. Nice steal from Shuto. But Yamauchi did his job, attacking at the last minute, making sure that Sanen had no chance at the basket. And after the first 2 quarters of play, it's 47-26. Shibuya all over Sanen. Some of the highlights here of the first half. Kyle Hunt starting out with a slam. And that proved to be one of the very few baskets that he would score together with the rest of his squad. Ryan Kelly going to work. And again, the defensive pressure leading to another turnover. And a slam there from Jackson off that offensive rebound. Looking at the rebounding story, 23 rebounds as compared to just 17 for San En. This is where Shuto got injured. He had to leave the court. He was attended to. But he did come back. A lot of the San En fans thought that they were going to have another one of their key players out. Once again inside, McAdoo. Splitting the defenders. Coming up with a big slam. You saw there 30 Ravenna in the background, not playing here today. If you're just joining us, unfortunately for San En, 30's out with a right fourth finger metacarpal oblique fracture. Not quite sure the timeline as for his return, but they said he will not be playing in the All-Star game. And lighting it up from the outside was Ishii. Kelly as well. Splash! How do you leave one of the top gunners that free? That'll bring us to these numbers here. 47-26 is our tally at the half. You can see the 2-point scoring, 51% from the field as compared to just 39% here for San En. But we talked about the rebounding. That's a big story. 23-16. 'When you look at the turnover numbers, 11 turnovers already for San En as compared to just 5 for Shibuya. So they've been taking care of the basketball. Points in the paint, not surprising, 24-12, so a 12-point advantage. But here, another big factor, points off turnovers. 18 points off turnovers already for Shibuya as compared to just 3 for San En. When you take a look at the leading scorers, listen to this stat. Jackson has 16 points. Kelly has 12. There you have it on your screens. And so just those two players alone have outscored the entire squad of San En because they've got 28 points between them. San En only has 26 total. You can see they're being led by Yelovach with 7 points. 6 points for Kyle Hunt, but the next best scorer is Ota, who is really there for defensive purposes and at the same time also just there for offensive rebounding. But that is a badly needed 5 points, but still, at the end of the day, they still trail by a huge mountain. Biggest lead stood at 45-20, 25 points. They brought that lead down, but they're going to need to bring it down even further. The big question is, will we see Kyle Hunt? Yes, we will. There's your answer. But he is with 3 personal fouls. I guess Coach Branislav says it's now or never. If you're going to foul out, foul out. If I keep you on the bench, come the fourth quarter, this might be a 40-point disadvantage. No major adjustments for Shibuya. They just need to keep on the defensive pressure. But for San and Neophoenix, they need to be able to come up with some stops. But the question is, what can you do when you're hampered down low? Just a size disadvantage. The discrepancy is just too big. Taking advantage of the size advantage there, you can see just how small Shuto is as compared to Vendrame. Vendrame stands at 6 foot flat. Shuto is at 5'5". So it's not just the imports taking advantage of the local players guarding them inside that paint, but now even Vendrame taking advantage of his size and his frame over the 5'5" Terrazono Shuto. Added to that, of course, is you can get Shuto in foul trouble and force him to the bench. Which means Yamamoto will have to check in, or Kawashima will have to bring up the basketball. There's another steal off another made basket. I'm starting to sound like a broken record. There's another made basket there. Vendrame with 4 points to start off the second half. Now is going to finally bring it down. But can they really run their offense? Now a 25-point deficit once again. Well, look at the pressure really put on by Sekino and Jackson. Watch it here. And they have the third defender on that sideline, making life so difficult for Shuto. Still some time on the shot clock. Kawashima will have to attack. Nice pass to Hunt. Hunt will be fouled. There were only 8 points scored by San and Neophoenix in the second period. They need to be able to come up with more baskets and a whole lot of defensive stops if they want to have any chance of coming back in this ball game. Looking at the bench, they only have 4 able-bodied players to come in to join their squad. In fact, just a report on their recruitment, they've been able to get Suichiro Inoue, who is a power forward standing 6'7", who is a special designated player. He's a junior in Tsukuba University, so he's going to be another one of their juniors joining them. And they were able to sign up also Tatsumi Yu, who stands 6'5". He's on a short-term contract, and he's a first-year player in Waseda University. So 2 youngsters coming to eventually join Sanen. Look at that. Missed 3-point shot, and it's another easy basket inside and another offensive rebound. Things not looking good for San and Neophoenix here. Shuto to the wing. Kawashima to Hunt. Tsuya is free. They don't get in the ball. And eventually, Kyle Hunt's going to lose it to Jackson. Wow. Just making it look so easy. That was taking candy from a baby. Kelly there with a basket, and that extends the lead to 55-28. A quick timeout needs to be called by San and Neophoenix. This game is getting away from them so quickly. Still 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the third period. 55-28 is our tally. It's a 27-point advantage enjoyed here by Shibuya. So the lead of Shibuya is just one below the total points scored here by Sanen. Not quite sure I've ever seen that before. This could be shades of that Dallas Mavericks LA Clippers match last week in the NBA. Though the lead there at the half was 50 plus. Getting inside is Vendrame. And the lead is now 29. And just 28 points for Neophoenix here today. And Shibuya just keeping on that pressure. Talk about relentless. They might be trying to score a record-breaking win here. Foul will be called there on Jackson. He was wondering where the contact was. But there was contact. Watch it here. One of the few times there was an offensive rebound by Yelovach. That's going to be the third personal foul called here on Jackson. McAdoo's going to check in. That might be the only word that they have. 3 fouls on Jackson. In fact, they might not even send him back into the game, and it looks like they're going to win this ball game. Yelovach with the second free throw. Going to cut that lead to 57-30. Now they can use up some clock as early as now and just really look for the best shot available. They go to Kelly. Kelly with the jumper. Will misfire. Yamamoto to the corner. Nothing doing there for Tsuya. And here's Kelly. With time to burn. McAdoo was posting up. Risky pass. It's intercepted there. Nice foul from Vendrame. Just wanted to make sure that there was no easy basket. More and more players are really going to that cross-court pass, which in recent past, that was a no-no for coaches. But they like to have their shooters spotting up on the opposite side of the court. That's why the game has changed. In fact, in a lot of fast breaks, you see the players, instead of running and cutting towards the basket, they're running out to the three-point line. 57-30 is our tally. 6:43 remaining in the third. An offensive foul is going to be called. And another turnover for San and Neophoenix. Right now they're already of 15. That was clear. That was clear as day this Sunday, actually, this Sunday afternoon. Looked like a traveling violation, but they're going to count the basket and one. Nice attack in the interior there. Watch it here once again. Excellent move from Hirose. Hirose had 5 points to end the first 2 quarters. He was the third leading scorer on his squad. Now he's going to add 3 more points. And they keep on that pressure, looking for some more easy baskets. Yamamoto gets it down safely. 3-pointer! Not going to work there. Those are badly needed shots for Yelovach and Sanen. That was a magical journey there. But nothing happened. Another turnover. Boy, if you cannot take care of the basketball, down 30, there's no way you can come back. 2 free throws coming up here for McAdoo. As it stands, this is the biggest lead of the ball game. Another personal foul going to be picked up here by Yamamoto. Nothing much that gentleman can do. Branislav Vicentic. Having to do the best with the cards that he's been dealt. Looking at what transpired so far here for San Neophoenix, not just today, but this season. They got off to a slow start because they were not able to get their full complement of imports in. In fact, when they finally had 30 Ravenna in town, he had to be able to sit out. There's an offensive foul on Yamamoto. That was clear. Going back to the story of Sanen. When they finally had 30 Ravenna in town, he had to sit out for 14 days because of protocols for COVID. It was a 14-day quarantine. And so when he was finally able to suit up, Nenad Miljanovic was out in sick bay with an injury. It was only about a week and a half ago. Another eye-in-the-sky play. McAdoo says, how is the air down there? It's an exhibition now. 64-30 is our tally. So going back to the Sanen story. Only about a week and a half ago was Nenad Miljanovic able to come back. So that was the only time they had the full complement of imports. And then slowly, Suzuki went down with an injury. Miljanovic went out again with another injury. And yesterday, 30 Ravenna joined them with a fracture in his fourth finger. The basketball gods not really shining here on San Neophoenix. It's another getaway. It's a 30-point advantage here for Shibuya. And with still 4:30 remaining in the third. It's really all over but the shouting. And the fans of Shibuya loving every minute of this one. Eventually Shibuya will move to 19-8. And unfortunately for San Neophoenix, they're going to be falling to 5 wins, 22 losses. Watanabe checks in. Coach Isa continues to shuffle his players in and out. You can see there on the bench, only 4 healthy players for Coach Vicentic. That's why they're slowly getting reinforcements, as we mentioned earlier. They got Shuichiro Inoue and Tatsumi Yu, who will be suiting up for them in their next match. 2 youngsters. One is special designated player, together with Tsuya. And they're going to have Yu coming in on a short-term contract. Short-term contracts are allowed in the B.LEAGUE, especially when teams are, like Sanen, hampered because of injuries. Yelovac trying to get his numbers. Can't even get that floater to go. Shibuya once more. Almost an easy putback there for McAdoo. McAdoo's missed a little more than a few guineas here this afternoon. But he can afford to miss today. He could not afford to miss that last shot yesterday. That gave them the win. They face each other Saturday afternoon, and Shibuya won that one by a nail-biter, 81-80. Here today, it's been no contest. Yelovac getting another 2 points. Yelovac now with 13 markers to go with 11 rebounds and 1 assist. So already a double-double for Stefan Yelovac. And now Yelovac goes down. And he's clutching on to his ankle. We hope it's a minor sprain. Sanen cannot afford another injury. As Kyle Hunt gets ready to check in for him. Let's see what happened. Oh, his leg just buckled. It's a sprain there. It looks like he overextended his ankle as he was trying to move towards his defensive stance. Oh, very hard to speculate, really. But that is not a sight you want to see. So far, he's been their only bright spot with 13 points, 11 rebounds, and now he's going to have to hit the bench. The big question is, for how long? Look at Coach Branislav looking over at his prized import, Yelovac, and wondering to himself, what have I done to deserve this? Nothing has been working for Sanen this conference. They've been plagued by injuries. Players like 30 Ravenna unfortunately falling to COVID-19, had to sit out for 2 weeks. And now his team down by 30 here. That's going to be a poor foul, because you're now going to send Morizane to the line for 3 free throws. Ota was trying to recover, but it's a poor foul from the veteran. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Atsuya Ota. 3 shots for Morizane. Muffs the first. Still 2 more coming his way. 3:07 remain here in the 3rd. And we still got a 4th quarter to play. The 3rd is money. And look at them getting ready to pressure the inbound once again. I'm not quite sure that if Sanem decides to hoist that white flag, Shibuya will call out the dogs. Ota, we lose it. Another turnover. That is turnover number 18. Ball will go with Sanem. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can do something offensively. (68-36) is our score. 2:38 remaining in the 3rd. Ishikawa to Hunt, and Hunt will lose it. Easy lay in there, and everybody getting involved. That time was Watanabe. Shuto almost issues another errant pass. Hunt gives it back to Shuto. Hunt, he's got a shooter in the corner. Finally finds him. Tsuya drains at 3. Tsuya is a streak shooter. Let's see if he can get hot. Bring this lead down to a more, shall we say, respectable deficit. Number 2 to play. That was clearly a fishing expedition. And a foul is going to be called on the youngster Tsuya.
Substitution. Neophoenix number 2, yellow. Sunrockers number 9,
Free throws now coming up. You saw a shot of Coach Branislav in the background. First shot for Sekino. Drops. Ryan Kelly's gonna check back in. So even more problems for Sanen. As if this deficit wasn't enough. He's got another scorer on the floor. Not to mention another big body as well. Hunt with a jump. It's really a meek reply from Sanen. See if they can get some stops. Kelly on the outside, hands it over. Even when they get a deflection, the ball goes right back to Shibuya. Kelly for three. No. Tsuya just launches and misfires. Kelly won't be able to get to that. Yamamoto gets to it first. Nishikawa for three. Just short. You can't make your open shots. You're never going to win a ball game. Shibuya here just using clock. Kelly with the attack. Jumper inside, the paint works. It is now 74-41. Did I say it? Another turnover. Already 20 turnovers for Sanen Neophoenix. And we still have an entire fourth quarter to play. Three on the way, yes! It's raining threes here in Shibuya. They've settled the outcome early here. It's 77-41 after three. We'll be back for the fourth in just a bit. Final 10 minutes here at Shibuya. Welcome back to the Aoyama Gakuen Memorial Hall. Trying to get a quick basket right there. Isanen. They need a lot of quick baskets and some stops just to make this respectable. It's now a 36-point deficit. Yamamoto on the outside. At this stage, Shibuya doesn't even have to shoot. Especially if Sanen can't buy a basket. Shibuya is going to try to run up the score here. Kelly from the outside. You try to go inside? No. Shot clock is at 4. You're going to have to put it up. Morizane. Short. It falls to McAdoo. That's going to drop in. And with a foul to boot. Things have just gone from bad to worse. Watch it here. Falling in the hands of McAdoo. Foul will be called on Kyle Hunt. McAdoo now on the line. That's going to be the 4th personal foul on the only remaining import for San Neophoenix, Kyle Hunt. $80-41. Kyle Hunt gets away inside. Now it looks like Shibuya will just be using clock. I don't think I've ever said that this early in the ball game. The start of the 4th. McAdoo to the left hand. It's not going to drop. Look at the effort being put together here by the players for Shibuya. Despite the fact that they're up. Tsuya for 3. Yes! Trying to make a mini run here. They're going to need to put a flurry of points and stop their opponents from scoring. But they're getting that 3-point shot to drop is Watanabe. Watanabe primarily in there for defense. But if you leave somebody that open, Tsuya, short. Sekino doesn't like the call. As he heads on out, platoon substitution, literally here. 5 new players coming onto the court. Just one import. Charles Jackson. So Sekino out, McAdoo out, Watanabe out, Kelly out, and Morizane out. Wow. That was quick. How about Coach Isa wanting really fresh legs? Despite the fact that you're up by a couple of mountains and a molehill. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Kawashima. Ota with the jumper. Offline. Let's look inside. Great pass. It's another assist here for Shibuya. Shibuya has a total of 23 assists as compared to just 13 for San Neophoenix. Kawashima. Thought about that 3. That's a great pass. That's going to bring up the assist total, but Kyle Hunt has been rested. You're going to have to like that move from Coach Branislav Vicente because he cannot afford to lose Kyle Hunt with an injury here in garbage time. Still taking it strong to the basket here. Watch that incursion from Hirose. Timeout will be called here by Coach Branislav. 7:09 remaining here in this ball game. 7:09 remains in this contest. Well, we can't really call it a contest, can we? 85-48 is our tally. And Jackson on the line for 2 free throws. After that offensive rebound, just adding to his numbers. Jackson with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Short on that second free throw. Sannen now going with a local crew as expected. They only have one healthy import in Kyle Hunt, and he's been rested for the night. Nice swing. Nishikawa gets that to drop. They need Nishikawa scoring. And I'm not just talking about today. He was averaging close to double digits when he was thrust in the starting lineup for Sannen because Jody Ravenna was battling COVID-19. Look at the power inside once again for Jackson. $88.50. Where can they go for offense? Tsuya. Tsuya trying to attack. Promptly gets blocked. You don't attack a tree like that. It's got to be coming off a pick. You attack the interior defense directly like that, and look at Jackson not even leaving his feet, coming up with a block shot. In fact, blocking him with both hands. That is just superior height. And again, Shibuya using clock once again. One of the few errant passes for Shibuya. Yamamoto kicks it out. Tsuya is going to give it up. Kawashima try to go to their big man Ota. Ota's had a good scoring night. So far, Ota with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. By far, his most productive outing, though it's in a losing cause. Not much Noguchi could do there. Noguchi will hit the bench. His job is done. Fall away shot for Tsuya. No. Wow, McAdoo has checked back in. Nice scoop layup there. Elicits a foul. Free throws coming up. That's going to be another foul on Ota. Watch it here. Perfect pass. Nice slash coming here from Hirose. Already 4 personal fouls for Ota. One more, he's done. Hirose with 9 points. Rest of his scoreline, he's got 4 rebounds and 1 assist. Total contribution from the Shibuya squad. And just not enough contributions on the other end. They were top heavy once again, which is the way their team was built, really. Heavily relying on their imports. And so with their imports out, 2 of them, Nenad Miljanovic and Dirty Ravenna. And now eventually joining them is Nenad Miljanovic. Kyle Hunt could just not do it on his own. Great passing. They look to work inside. Nice dip there for Jackson. Hirose with an assist. Jackson with another 2 points. And they're making it look so easy. Jackson now with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Watch it once again. Great connection up high. Under 5 minutes remaining in this battle, which was settled essentially in the first half. Shibuya, in a few minutes, will be moving to 19 wins, 8 losses to solidify their position in third spot in the Eastern Conference, while San and Neophoenix will still be clinging on to 9th position in the Western Conference with a 5-win, 22-loss record. Ota now with the jumper. Boy, he's feeling it today. 3-pointer away, yes! Tawatari joining the scoring fray. And more to come, I expect. Kawashima. Look at them, still sending a double. Ota with the jumper from the 15-foot line. Got it. Ota, close to double digits. Using the glass there. Nice sidestep from Hirose. Hirose now with 12 points to go with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Jumper once again. Ota is on a scoring binge. Trying to go for the last second shot. Kyle Hunt has been thrust back into the lineup. Don't ask me why. Nice basket there from Nishikawa. Nishikawa now with 7 points. Ota leads all scorers on the floor right now with 13 markers. Coach Isa has not yet called off the pressure. Still going to a man-to-man defense here. Shot clock at 4. Ishikawa overshoots, gets his rebound. It's a nice pass to Hunt. Kyle Hunt just padding his stats now. He'll have 14 points. But look at this. Only 2 rebounds and 2 assists. The assists, pretty decent. Rebounding, just 2 rebounds here tonight. Very poor. 3-pointer, got it! That was no Gucci. Foul's going to be called there, number 24, Hirose. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, but don't expect any magic, because that is your score, 102-60. I needed a calculator a few minutes earlier just to calculate the season lead. Ota being extra aggressive here offensively. I think we're looking to set a career high as far as points are concerned. Pretty good scoreline for Ota. 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. But Coach Branislav needed a whole lot more of contributions from just about everybody. He hardly had a healthy lineup. Ota shortened that first free throw. Shooter there on the bench, screaming out, asking his center to get him some more points. Exactly the same result, both front rim. After 2 close wins last weekend and another close win yesterday, Sunrockers Shibuya are getting some momentum. That's a poor foul. With the outcome beyond any doubt, Kawashima still fouling a three-point shooter. Sunrockers are going to put 4 straight wins together. Nice step back there from Morizane. He led to the line for 3 shots. Misses the first though. We're coming to you from the Aoyama Gakuen Memorial Hall here in Shibuya. It's a basketball court inside a Japanese university here in downtown Tokyo. We got a great sized crowd. Most of them cheering for the Sunrockers. But we did see a handful of fans for Sanen. But those Sanen fans had really nothing to cheer about this afternoon. 1 out of 3. One of 360 is our tally. Time maybe for 2 possessions each. Kawashima lobs it up. Hunt will get the easy deuce inside. One on the play is Morizane. Definitely wanted to use some clock. We're going to have to put this one up at the last second, if at all. Jumper, not going to work from 3. "35 seconds remain. Ota will attack once again. They let him get away with that chicken wing. Ota now with 15 points in the ball game. Difference of about 5 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. And then it's going to be official. Shibuya will pick up victory number 19. Nice play inside. That should end scoring. 105-64. It doesn't seem like Sanen will even take a shot at the basket here. They've taken their licks. And they will head home with back-to-back defeats at the hands of Sunrockers Shibuya here in downtown Tokyo. Your final score was a blowout, 105-64. Fourth quarter was actually the best scoring quarter for Sanen, but definitely Coach Isa let off some of the pressure. There you see Stevan Jelovac having to wear crutches, having to leave the court. That's really not a good sign. From what looked initially like a simple sprain, that might be upgraded. 30 Ravenna thanking the fans of Sanen that have come over to support their squad. More than a handful, but that might be a big problem here. Their leading scorer, their leading rebounder in Stevan Jelovac, having to be assisted off the court. So he joins, possibly, in the injured list, 2 other imports in 30 Ravenna and Nenad Miljanovic. We're now going to hear from head coach Tsutomu Isa. As we listen now to one of the players of the game in Kenta Hirose, a while ago, Coach Tsutomu Isa addressed the crowd and said he wanted to thank them once again for their support. And he said they were able to revise yesterday's game. And so they said to please continue to support the team all throughout this conference. Very nice statement there from Kenta Hirose, 35-year-old defender standing 6'4", as he said, and he told the fans that they struggled yesterday, but today they just stuck with the game plan, they improved their defense, and eventually they came away with the victory here today. And again, he thanked the fans for supporting the Shibuya team and Hirose himself. Right now, a while ago, you had Yo Nishino, a special designated player. And now here we have another one of their designated players, Allen Hachimura. Allen Hachimura is joining the squad as a special designated player. He's actually fourth year right now at the Tokai University. The younger brother of Rui Hachimura, who plays in the NBA. It was nice to be able to hear from two of the younger players who actually weren't able to really see action. That was Yu Nishino, who actually played one game already but was only on the court for a minute. Standing 6'5", 22 years old, as I mentioned, the special designated player together with Allen Hachimura. So they've got two youngsters joining this already potent squad of Sunrockers Shibuya, whose record now improves to 19 wins with 8 losses. We're going to go through the highlights in just a little bit of the match that was here this Sunday afternoon. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us for B.LEAGUE action. Anthony Suntay with the call. Glad you're joining us. As we wrap things up here, we'll give you some numbers in a while as well. But you just like what the B.LEAGUE does, making sure that the fans are properly appreciated by all the players. The players go around the court. A while ago, they talked to the fans. It's really a chance to give back to all these avid supporters of the B.LEAGUE. And most of the supporters here, of course, were supporters of the Sunrockers Shibuya. That was a jump ball to start things off here. Kyle Hunt started the scoring with a power slam, which turned out to be maybe one of the few bright spots for them here this Sunday afternoon rather. They did play each other yesterday. Second of a back-to-back. Shibuya up against San Neophoenix. And offensive rebounding was a story early on. The overall picture, though, because of the size mismatch, you would have thought that the rebounding numbers would favor Shibuya a little bit more, but it was just 38-32, so just a 6 rebound advantage. Here is where scary moment for San N, as their starting point guard at the moment. Shuto went down with an injury. He would come back though. That was one of the highlights here. McAdoo in traffic with a slam. First quarter ended with Shibuya ahead 25-18. And the problem here for San N was they only scored 8 points in the second period, and that is where Shibuya really made their breakaway. Hitting from just about everywhere. That time was a 3-pointer from one of the starters, Kosuke Ishii. Kelly will hit that 3 as well. Bam! So at the half, it was 47 for Shibuya, 26 for San N. And more of that relentless pressure, especially off the inbounds play. Vendrame, another starter, finished with good numbers as well here today. But it's a total team effort. Look at that great connection up high. Makaduken Sky. With 2 championship rings, with the Golden State Warriors looking to get a championship ring here in the Japan B.LEAGUE. Ota with his best scoring night of the conference had 15 points. And here another scary moment as going down with possibly a sprained ankle was Stevan Jelovac. So Kyle Hunt by his lonesome just wasn't enough. Easy lay in there for Watanabe. Kyle Hunt, nice find in the corner. Tsuya, the youngster, drains that 3. He likes that spot. He likes the edges. Nice handoff, one of the many assists also coming from Ota. Nice line for Ota. He had 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. But in the fourth quarter, it was really just a battle for the final score. But Jackson didn't care. He just continued to pound the interior. He was like a man playing against boys. Taking their time there. Nice tip in. One of the many points and baskets of Ota. He can hit the medium range jump shot. Nice 3 there from Tawatari. So everybody really contributing. And on both ends, not just with points, but they've got a lot of steals, a lot of rebounds. Back-to-back hits from the outside from Shuto Tawatari. He had 6 points in the fourth quarter. And that's all she wrote for this ball game as the Sunrockers Shibuya solidify their position in the Eastern Conference in 3rd spot. As we take a look at the numbers, that's your final score, 105-64 from 2-point distance. Shibuya shooting close to 60%. That's exceptional. Not a bad figure really here for the Neophoenix, shooting 52% from 3-point country. That's a very good 41% here for Shibuya, and a dismal 20% for Neophoenix. But really, the numbers that stand out are the turnovers. 21 turnovers for Sana Neophoenix as compared to just 7 for the host Shibuya. Points off turnovers, this was a whopping figure. 35 points off turnovers as compared to just 3 for Sana Neophoenix. Not surprisingly, bench points 46-24 in favor of Shibuya once again. And look at this, the points in the paint, also a massive figure. That's what you saw on your screens. 56-32. There you have the top scorers, top scorer, top rebounder, and taking those honors, Charles Jackson with 21 points, 7 rebounds. In a losing effort, he had 16 points here for Kyle Hunt and 12 rebounds for Stevan Jelovac. The big question is, will he and when will he be able to be back for the Neophoenix? For assists, we have 5 there for Hirose. No, that's Yamauchi. Check that. And 8 assists for Kawashima. Kawashima handles the ball a lot in the front court, has trouble bringing it down, and that is what the defense of Shibuya really keyed on, not just today, but also yesterday, leading to 2 victories for Shibuya in the B.LEAGUE this weekend. And that will just about do it for our coverage here today. Your final score, 105-64. Sunrockers Shibuya with back-to-back victories over the visiting Neophoenix. They improved their record to 9-8. While on the other hand, Neophoenix will fall to 5 wins and 22 losses. This has been Anthony Sutar for the coverage of the B-League. Thanks for joining us. Till next week, take care. Have a good rest of the weekend. God bless everybody.